What's up, everybody? This is the Nerd Cave Podcast, episode 244. We went back 100.
No, it's just 100 plus 100 plus 44, and that's the episode number.
Yes.
Do math, people.
Yeah, math, like we do in Dungeons and Dragons. If you don't know, my name's Zach Dykes, and I'm joined along with the bearded sultan himself.
Robbie Ross.
The married bearded sultan himself.
No, first time back on as a married man. It's been a few crazy weeks getting...
Does it feel different?
It does. I feel
Have
more
you?
adult, more like...
I'm sure you're still in the phase of my wife, and that feels weird.
It does.
Yeah,
It does. It's so, my God. Like, I was like... We ran into somebody. I was like, this is my fiance wife, Holly.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Could you go through the stages of this is my girlfriend to this is my fiance, and once you get used to that, then it changes into your wife.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is very odd.
Yeah, so like, I've just been just randomly just saying it over and over and over again, just so it like gets ingrained. I'm like, hey wife, how are you? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, good morning, wife.
Did you do the thing where it's like, oh, this is our first meal as a married couple, or this is all part of it.
It's all the sappy mushy
Adorable. Good.
And we're joined along with our dungeon master herself.
Allie. It's coming back, guys. I promise.
Yeah. We're going to be putting out episode 2 of Nerd Caves and Dragons and episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3. Because those are both late. All of it's late.
This week for Patreon, and then everything will start rolling back out normally.
There's been a lot of stuff. Like, I've been really busy, and then the laptop hasn't been wanting to work. But I figured out the workaround, so we're all good, and I think everything will be good now.
Yeah, it'll all work out. So, if you want to catch those episodes, we do have the first episode out, which is essentially 3 hours. If you really want to get down to it,
it's split up into 2. I think it totals to be about 2 hours 45 minutes, maybe a little less.
So about 3 hours, everybody, for the first episode.
Probably closer to like
part
2.5
1,
hours.
Part 2. Check it out. It's really, really good. A lot of fun. I know the episode 2 and 3, like we're getting more into our characters and everything.
That's the thing is, like, I really want episode 2 and 3 to come out because episode 2 and 3 are actually like really good.
Yeah, we're actually remembering things. And
Yeah, we know how to play at that point.
And I forgot about the.
I mean, we still butcher each other's names.
Sure, but that's the charm now.
Fun.
I forgot about. I won't spoil anything. I forgot about the competition that gets brought up. You guys go to.
Oh yeah. Like I watched. You had given me a copy.
It was like
of
the first half of it. I think
and
worked.
it was like, a portion of the way through, like it was playing, and then it just stops. It was like 30 minutes in, and I'm just like, 'cause I was like having a good time just watching it and everything.
I've had a few people who've watched it come up to me and they're like, man, like I've been waiting for you guys to do some Dungeons and Dragons. And I had another person who was like, man, he's like the banter between like you and Zach is just hilarious. I was like that's every day.
Yeah.
It's coming back. We've been sitting on episode 2 and 3 for a couple weeks now. I think it just hasn't, like, I've tried everything, and like you said, like it would play and it would just stop. Sometimes it would, like, the video wouldn't go anymore. Sometimes it would just go black. Sometimes the audio wasn't working. Like, it was just. But it's gonna work this time.
It's gonna work this time, and that will be going out to all the Patreon supporters and everything. So if you want to get it early, I know you've been waiting, everybody.
Now you're getting it late. Sorry.
Yes, but you're getting it before all.
You're getting it early
compared
relative to other people.
Yes. So all you got to do is toss $1 over at patreon.com/nerdcave. Check it out there. You get both episodes. You'll be getting both of them this week.
And then next week, hopefully, to kind of get things back on schedule, I think episode 4 and 5 will come out as well.
We'll see.
If it works. If not, they'll come out soon. But things will be getting back on track soon.
Don't give dates.
Yeah, don't give dates.
That's what I said. Hopefully, not for certain. I said hopefully.
It'll be coming out
soon.
Yeah, it's coming out.
In the near future.
Spring 2018.
Yeah. So we're working on that. And if you haven't already, if you love video games, and I know video games is not really a huge topic on this show anymore because we have Nerd Cave Plus. We go live each and every Tuesday and Thursday around 7 o'clock and talk about all the video game news that you need to know. Me and Allie had a really good episode this past Thursday.
I feel bad. I don't remember it at all.
Jump in at points here and there, but I want to go back and rewatch it. But
yeah,
hopefully I can.
I'm actually listening to that show to like get better. I think one of the things that I really enjoyed about that show was the questions we got from viewers and everything. Yeah, we got 3 questions in that episode, and
one of them was really like. It was like
actually,
almost like a survey. It was a survey of questions.
It was 2 Derek Daniels questions, so you know how those are.
I loved them. I'm just kidding. I loved them.
Took 20 minutes to read them, and then you had to answer.
Took 20 minutes to read it, got to cut it down, and then answer.
But him and Nick asked some questions, and you can ask some questions if you watch the show and all that good stuff. So, if you haven't already, this podcast comes to you early on Mondays, and then segment by segment, day by day, until we give it to you on Friday on YouTube. Podcast services around the world. Man, I haven't said that in a long time. That feels very weird. Feels very weird. So if you want to get it early, you can go over to patreon.com and get it early. Audiocast. Podcast. And video on demand and everything. So let's get right into it, man. You're married now.
I'm married.
I know we teased it at the beginning. You're married now.
I am.
Hashtag spoiler.
I mean, the honeymoon was really good. Monday we got to go see Black Panther.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And
how it was.
We actually, before that, we went and had breakfast at the Ruby Slipper.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that place is so good.
I was like, Zach was talking about these monster pancakes, and I love pancakes. And she's like, "Where do you want to go to eat this morning?" I was like, Ruby Slipper.
I'm sure she loved it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Did you get the pancakes?
I did.
Were they big?
I couldn't finish them.
I know, man. Like you get through 2 of them, there's another one sitting there, and you're like, I'm taking that home.
That guy was like, I don't know why they give them 3. I was like, because nobody eats them. He gets left all alone. I was like, man, I know. I was like,
I took last time I went, like I ate the 2, and then I took 1 home and gave it to Amy.
I guarantee that's why they do it, is because like they want you to take it home, so it's like everyone can taste it and be like, that's amazing, we gotta go get some.
They're fluffy too.
They're very fluffy.
Yeah, whenever I went, I think I had like some kind of like eggs Benedict. I didn't have the pancake, but what I had was very good.
But the honeymoon quickly came to an end Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. You had surgery on your teeth.
A wisdom tooth and a crown. Wisdom tooth taken out and a crown put in.
That is a full day.
It was. I slept the whole rest of that day. Thursday, I tried to recoup as much as I could, but I still could. Not very talky, which is why I didn't go to Nerd Cave Plus on Thursday. Mm-hmm. I wanted to. I was like, maybe I'll be good enough. I didn't even stay 30 minutes Friday at Pensacon, and I left. And I'll normally. We'll go around Friday and spend most of my day at Pensacon, and I spent 30 minutes.
Pensacon was last weekend.
Yeah, so that wasn't fun. But everything with the wisdom tooth going good. I ended up having muscle spasm here. And it was like fun. A huge knot on my face that anytime it touched, it hurt like fire. So I went to that Monday when I got back to work. I ended up going back to the dentist, and she was like, oh, it was just a muscle spasm where your mouth was open for an hour and a half, because they didn't put me to sleep or knock me out. They just gave me some numbing stuff to pull my tooth. And I'll admit it, I cried. And the seat was completely soaked with sweat.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine, man.
I have never felt that much pain in my life.
Man, they better put me out.
Because
they better put me out, or I'm going to probably hurt somebody.
I texted my friends. They were like, dude, they didn't put you out. I was like, I talked to like 15 different people, and they're like, oh, yeah, we were all put under.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm surprised they didn't put you under.
Yeah.
Who did you go to?
Yeah, really, who'd you go to? Don't go to them.
I will not be going to them.
Yeah, really.
Because I have never hyperventilated in my life.
Yeah.
But halfway through, I started hyperventilating. They had to stop and do the little blowy thing on my face, and they're like, "It's okay."
Yeah, well, we're just testing to see your pain endurance.
Yeah.
That Monday, I came back, and she's like, "It's a muscle spasm." She's like, "I'm gonna have to massage it out," and I was like, oh, massage. That sounds nice.
And,
She's like, I'm like, I'm sitting here like, I'm like gripping the chair. She's like, is it hurting? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm sorry, but it just has to be this way. She starts like, she's making freaking pancakes or something, squashing out that flat. I was like,
she's making hamburger patties.
no, yeah, I have to have 3 other taken out at a later date, and if she can't put me under, I'm like, thank you for your time. I'll find a
Yeah, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Man. Go to Fishbone or whatever his
fish
name.
bin.
Fishbone.
Fish bin. It's fish bin, but I call it fish bin.
Yeah.
Fish bean.
Yeah, go to him.
But I mean, still, the honeymoon was fun. You know, got to go to Pensacon with everybody. You know, talk to some people about Nerd Cave. That's fun. Talk to JDF. I'm hoping next year they kind of relax a little bit on like the interview side of things, like maybe before Pensacon, because that's what we always did.
I think they definitely screwed the pooch on that because they wouldn't allow anybody that was not like a major news outlet to interview anybody. Like that was the rule.
Yeah.
And like the reason Derek got to interview Claudia Gray is because he got approved from Lucasfilm to interview her like before the con. If that wouldn't happen, he wouldn't have got the interview.
Yeah, and like, you know, we've spent hours and hours, you know, not only at Pensacon but also editing videos and
you know, and it's free publicity for them. So sorry about that, everybody.
I mean, we've had multiple videos from Pensacon reach multiple thousands of views. I mean, but I think that, you know, during the day, I can understand that. But like what we always did was we would go.
Yeah, we would try to do it before
or their slow day.
Yeah, or grab them right after a panel or something like that.
Bust into a kitchen and get them out.
Oh yeah, man.
just like in their hotel room, like knock the door down. Hey, what are you doing?
That's literally what Robbie did. He busted into the kitchen.
We had talked to him. They're like, yeah, we'll do a interview right after the panel, and like me and Zach were sitting on the front row, and they got done, and they were walking.
Their
out,
handlers were taking them out.
And Zach was like, "Well, there goes that." I was like, "Boom!" I was like, "Hey guys, y'all still have time for that interview?" They're like, "Oh yeah." They came right back out.
Very interesting interview, man. Very interesting interview. I felt like a fish out of water, but they made the interview really good.
They did. I mean, it's still fun to watch. Like, I mean,
especially Tarbay. Like he hammed it up.
Yeah, he did. He did really good. But I mean, I'm hoping next year. I was thinking about messaging Kat just to kind of see if they can't rework the policy, because I mean, there's a lot of people. You know, there's even. I think his name's Holden. He did the. He might be from Pensacola. If you like.
Yeah.
Like he's a pretty big name around here now too, and like it's kind of just hurting everybody's like the local podcast who's helped.
Well, I understand where they're coming from, because there are some people that do not go to the care that we have, and they like will have their stuff all in the way. And they'll be taking up space and everything. So I understand where they're coming from.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But they need to work something out.
Yeah.
You know,
like we've been with them since year
the
one.
Beginning, yeah. I don't know. Allie, how was your Pensacon?
I really only went Saturday.
The busiest day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because my friends, a few of my friends were competing in the contest, and one of my friends got first place in Journeyman, so.
Was that the guy who dressed up as Cell?
No, Journeyman. It's like novice Journeyman masters.
Okay. Yeah,
she was dressed up like a Death Knight from World of Warcraft.
She
looked really
cool.
cool.
Kid from Jay came and he was dressed as Cell.
It was perfect Cell, actually. Excuse you.
Oh, Cell. Okay, I got you. Perfect Cell.
And it was.
I saw pictures of it.
He got first place in novice, I believe.
Oh, he did.
I think he was a novice.
Yeah, but I mean, his stuff still looked really good.
No, he looked really good.
Like, Goku even came up and was talking to him and everything like that.
That's cool.
That was really
cool.
cool.
Yeah, like they had some pretty interesting people there, like celebrities on it. Like I would have loved to meet like Goku.
Yeah.
I think that Chris Sabbath like had something or wasn't able to come, because
I didn't know what happened.
I'm not sure. There was a lot of big names that weren't able to come, but they already have their dates and everything. But any other stuff from your Saturday there, Allie?
My friend who dressed up like Zarya, she got stopped like every like 5 minutes, or not every 5, excuse me, every 5 inches, not minutes, inches. Like walk picture. And she's like, guys, I'm so sorry. And we're like, no, like it's fine. Like we understood that you were gonna get stopped for pictures, but also like she has like the huge like photon cannon or whatever it's called. It's like her huge weapon, and so she's like carrying that around. Like it's all made of like foam and like PVC pipe, but it's a lot of it. So like when you hold it for a long time, it gets kind of heavy.
Yeah.
But also like she like got like real buff for this outfit or the cosplay or whatever. So she's like, it's nothing to her. But yeah, no, like it was a lot of fun. I'm trying to like remember that because it feels like it was so long ago.
Speaking of Pensacon, did y'all hear about what happened to the speed dating people?
No, do tell. Good gossip.
The sci-fi speed dating.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's sci-fi speed dating.
Yeah, it's sci-fi speed dating.
They are no longer able to come to Pensacon.
Really? That's a surprise. Why?
There was one of the, I guess, the higher ups that were there that weekend was majorly sexually harassing a co-worker through sci-fi speed dating. And you see the girls walking around with the sci-fi speed dating in super skimpy outfits. But once again, cosplay is not consent, and the signs are everywhere.
Yeah.
And joking, not joking, it's all the same. Don't do it. And so like it hit the news and everything like that. And I'm assuming it was Mike Inslee posted through Pensacon stating that that vendor will not be allowed back at Pensacon.
What a shocker!
So I'm glad that they took the stand against it.
Yeah, definitely.
But it shouldn't have never taken place in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, I could call that a mile away. I have some grievances, Pensacon, that I will not get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like these grievances went into like essentially like 3 or 4 hours worth of rants with my friends. We were very, very upset with some stuff that they did, but it's one of those. It didn't turn out to be as bad as we thought. But there were still some things, and also like the way that they handled some stuff. It was very gross and unprofessional when you really like read between the lines of it. But
now was it Pensacon or was it?
It was Pensacon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't go.
Like one thing that I really like going there, and how we're usually 90-0 the entire time there, going there as just like talking to the normal
Yeah, like
people.
you can't get interviews or anything, so it's just
I felt completely like useless and like out of place.
Yeah, what the norm of what it's been.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of my hands were tied. Like I was still able to talk to people and I kind of work that angle, but like it's still weird.
Yeah, I didn't have time to go, and when it came and went, like the only, and this is probably the funniest part. The only thing that I really wanted, like didn't know that was there that made me want to go there was the guys from Mighty Boosh. I was just like,
oh yeah.
I was like, what? I didn't know they were there. But yeah, like it was just kind of like, all right, it didn't really affect me. Like,
No.
I think I had a pretty good weekend.
Honestly, it had because like I had some friends came in from out of town, and then 3 of them competed in the contest. If it was not for that, I wouldn't have gone.
Like, and nothing against Pensacon for anybody.
No,
Listen.
like
I mean,
it
I love Pensacon.
It
like,
just
it gets
feels
fun. It's a fun
lot
time.
different than it used to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Now some of it's for the best. Some people that I've talked to, some of the kids that I teach and everything, they said that was their favorite one. So
I had a lot of fun. I really did. Also during the contest, because whenever the judges are deliberating who they've chosen, that's what prejudging is for. They already know who won. Like they do some stage presence judging, but like that's the point of prejudging. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, because like they'll go off stage and then they wait like forever. Like a weirdly long amount of time.
It's to build tension. That's
yeah,
all it is.
but it's like in the past they've had a tap group called Noise Complaint perform. This year they had Noise Complaint, an a cappella group whose name I don't remember, and it was the Gulf Breeze Lightsaber Fighting Academy or something.
No, Gulf Coast Lightsaber
Gulf Coast. Oh, okay,
Academy.
okay. I knew it was Gulf
Breeze.
something.
There ain't nothing over here like that, man.
I heard
No.
Gulf and I was like, oh, Gulf Breeze. Okay.
Gulf Coast. I have a few friends who do it.
Okay. No, their thing, they were really, really cool.
Oh, yeah. I watched their videos.
They had like the thing that they presented. It was like they had someone come out like in like Ray's outfit or whatever, and so it was like Ray was training, and then like she would stop, and then because it was like the saber fights throughout like all the different movies, and then it was like they'd have a fight, and then they'd go off, and then she'd keep training, and she would like it was really cool how they kept doing that, and then eventually they came out, and it was like they're like the younger group doing like just different like poses, or like, not younger, but like the more like novice group, and then the more advanced group came out. And like they would do all this stuff, and it was really, really cool. And then I was sitting next to a friend, and he was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna do like the duel with Darth Maul. And I was like, oh, they're gonna do the duel with Darth Maul. And so like this girl came out, and she had this really cool like purple thing in her hair, like it was, I don't know, it was very like early 2000s, like kind of like punk girl looking kind of hair. I don't know, something about it. It was cool. Anyway, but like they went hardcore on it, and she was awesome. We were like, whoa! And also we weren't in the very front row, but we were like in the second row, like in front of the stage on the side. So we were like right there, and we're like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, they do some really cool stuff.
Yeah, no, yeah, they did.
It.
Oh, and then there was one part though. It's a fight. It's one of the parts of the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and this kid in like a black morph suit came out, and he was like they're like trying to force throw rocks, and so the kid like picked up the rocks and like chucked them at the guy, and it was the funniest thing. like the morph kid, like whenever they all came out on stage, whenever the kid in the morph suit came out, everyone was like, woo! It was really funny.